Celebrities often don't care about who's watching or even if they are married, as they go all out to flirt openly with interviewers and have no control in check. Hence, it's shocking to see how Hugh Jackman felt so at home while being interviewed by Allison Hammond that he ended up kissing the host. And it's wild that Hugh was entirely self-aware because he did it again in another interview with the reporter.
Do you want your prize?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Hang on. This is like a kissing booth. Oh!
Interestingly, they both seem to be into it and enjoy flirting and kissing when they could be doing something else, and the crew around just allowed them to continue to have their moment. But it's super funny when you realize the impulsive person is Hugh Jackman, as he continued to flirt with more interviewers who couldn't resist his charm.
Can I sit on you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh, this is really comfortable.
As you can see, many of the seductions are often initiated by the reporters, and Hugh is more than happy enough to take things to an even steamier level. You won't believe he was a married man at this point, which is weird, seeing how it was easy for him to flirt openly. Hugh might have had no other hobbies besides getting frisky with interviewers without holding back, because he gave his all to ensure the spicy interview moments went on for much longer.
And I'm losing control. All the power you're supplying, it's electrifying.
And of course, the interviewer was game to keep the show of shame going for as long as they continued to enjoy it, and Hugh couldn't have asked for a better way to spend his day. Interestingly, stopping such a frisky moment could entirely ruin his day because he doesn't stop at playing with the reporters. There has to be a kiss involved, which he isn't ashamed to give and receive.
Oh, shh, quiet,
While he was with Allison, Hugh got so much into the romantic adventure that he forgot why he was there and declared they were lovers.
We're lovers.
No, we're not, Hugh.
I'm
Stop
kidding.
joking
We're
around.
kidding.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Even Allison couldn't believe how real Hugh was taking their display of infatuation with one another, and the absolute concern and confusion could have affected his wife at the time, who wouldn't be able to tell if Hugh was serious or acting. However, he appeared serious because he was further involved in the graphic, spicy details in the other interview without remorse.
Can I touch it to see if it's...
Touch it?
Yes.
As in, yes.
Touch the
You can
muscles. Touch the other one.
You can touch the other one, yeah.
Hugh was having the time of his life, and the interviewer wasn't holding back either, as it's ridiculous to have them speaking about Hugh's private area in front of the camera.
Is it true? Are you huge down under?
The questions got even more straight to the point, and if not for the camera crew around, Hugh was 1 second away from dropping his pants to show her with how he was reeling in excitement and shamelessly enjoying every moment of the Flirty interview episode. It's wild how the entire interview continued to stimulate Hugh, who was down for anything and everything.
I started the rumor.
Did you?
So whether it's true or not, you can take it from that fact.
Despite how low they've gotten with the interview, he didn't answer the question. Still, he was right when he said he started a rumor, because in another interview, he mentioned that his privates might be huge.
Do you have a big dick?
It's pretty good, I think.
Hugh recollects every weird thing he says in some of these freaky interviews, but his actions are some of the memorable things he does.
Looking all special. Hey, look at me, baby. Come on. Here we are. You know what?
It's one thing to sit and say inviting and patronizing words, and it's another thing to follow up with that crazy move on the interviewer's face. The spice is precisely where you will continue to find Hugh, as he had more interviews with Allison, and she had to state the obvious attraction between them.
Hugh, can I just say, we've met so many times before. I feel there's a lot of chemistry between us.
I know there's
You
chemistry.
know it, I know it.
Everyone feels it. Like, it's people are uncomfortable in the room. They're like, should we be here, kind of.
Hugh knows they've taken their past interviews way over the top for people in the room to handle, and you might think it gets better with them on a date, but it only got even more ridiculous.
This is like already one of the best dates I've ever been on.
Right. And is this wrong? Is that wrong?
Allison returned the same favor, and they couldn't resist how hot it made them feel, with Hugh keeping his flirty facial expressions on.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Oh my God.
Thank you. Good nails, by the way.
Hugh may have gotten lost in romantic teasing without composure, making his session shameless but hilarious. However, Chris Evans did his allurement more intensely with an interviewer he found attractive.
Look at those boots.
Yes.
I know.
God, it's so weird. I almost wore those. It would have been really embarrassing because one of us would have had to go home.
The way Chris kept his eyes on her while trying to find more words to use in hitting on her was a charming look that's hard to miss. When it comes to hitting shamelessly on interviewers, Austin Butler is precisely the person who doesn't need to say much as his eyes do the dangerous work for him.
You do this thing where you look into someone's soul. I'm getting it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have a very piercing gaze. You're making me nervous now.
And it's so hilarious that even women who aren't reporters hang around his interview sessions, and Austin is just glad to let them know he sees them, and that flirty tone indeed goes a long way.
You should know that there are 5 women huddled around a monitor outside. If you could say hi to them, I think you might melt some minds.
Well, hello.
Oh, yeah, you're good at that. They've all just passed out.
As you can tell from his interview sessions, Austin's charm is in his eyes as reporters are melting by exchanging glances with him. But when he decides to talk, even the interviewer becomes breathless.
What are you interested in?
Art?
Art?
Yeah, paintings.
Do you paint yourself?
No, I don't.
Where do you find your art?
I should probably jump into the questions because this is my job. I'll get in trouble.
Austin affects people, and he knows the power it holds, which is why he carries himself with so much poise that has continued to make him irresistible to professionals who are only trying to interview him. He also tried it with Drew Barrymore, and how she made it through that steamy interview is a surprise.
I love taking a shower before bed.
Oh.
Like, really, that's simple, but I just love getting into bed clean. You know, that feeling.
Austin maintaining that eye contact and tone was enough to set Drew on fire with his charm. Even though he has been flirting directly with these reporters, Austin couldn't resist calling himself out to another interviewer.
When you get off that plane, does it feel a bit like home, even though we speak funny?
No, I mean, I don't even hear it anymore. I love the way you talk. I'm just flirting with you.
Yeah, well,
but I
got a boyfriend.
Justin Bieber grew up being an absolute sweetheart whom the young ladies loved, and he was thrilled to let them know they were also big on his heart.
What else do you ask Justin Bieber?
You can ask me if I'm single. And
okay.
If, you want to go out tonight.
Justin definitely couldn't have flirted any better with the interviewer with that question, which sure did make a massive heartwarming impact. Regarding celebrities who shamelessly hit on interviewers, Andrew Garfield is definitely at the top as he goes straight for the kiss without the words to back up his flirting.
You're very comfortable with kissing another man?
I mean, I don't even understand the question.
Me either. Me either. Not everybody is, but I'm totally comfortable with it too.
All right.
Just want you to know that at any point during this...
The kiss was so good that it had Stephen Colbert questioning everything in his head and returning for more of the electrifying kiss. Just as we've pointed out, Andrew doesn't need too many words to trap an interviewer because soon after the kiss, Stephen ran out of ideas on how to move on from such a stimulating lip lock.
What were we talking about? So You're a very gentle lover, I'll start with that.
The male celebrities aren't the only ones having a blast at their interviews, as the women are also very actively involved in shamelessly flirting. Dakota Johnson and Leslie Mann took things several steps further with this reporter.
Can you take off your shirt?
Which one?
All of them.
So we're gonna do the rest of the interview like this?
Are you single?
I am single.
You're handsome.
Wow, thank you. Tell me more.
You have cute socks.
You look
and
like
Barbie.
you have really big muscles.
Although the interviewer was initially surprised, he started to enjoy the attention, and both actresses took things to the next level of spiciness.
Do you work out a lot?
You look like you work out.
You look like you pump
No, I just wear really
Yeah.
small clothes.
You get swolled up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Swole patrol.
I just wear small clothes so it looks like I'm in better
I
shape.
don't think so.
The interviewer continued to love every moment as Leslie and Dakota had no plans to tone it down.
Can everyone leave?
It's the
We
best
need
interview
quiet.
ever.
We just need quiet, you guys.
Taron Egerton is another actor people find enticing in every role he plays, and that's why he couldn't pass on this interviewer who found him attractive in a role he didn't expect.
You had a pretty physical transformation for your role in this movie.
Yeah, I got fat, yeah.
Personally, I found it very attractive.
Did you? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Asking the interviewer to call him is the highest bar a celebrity could go to tease a person. Every interview after the next keeps beating the shameless moments you'll ever find of celebrities hitting on interviewers, and Sebastian Stan directly poured his affection out to a reporter on the red carpet.
How are you? Are you alright?
Am I? All right.
Yeah, are you all right?
I'm great.
Well, you look
Here,
great.
And you guys are here, so it's an amazing day.
Even when his colleague Anthony Mackie joined the interview, he could see through the steamy connection between Sebastian and the reporter.
Oh, you guys, wait, did you match that? Did you wear that dress to match his eyes?
Was it
You
because
heard about his eyes?
Coming, and I was like,
For A$AP Rocky, he asked direct questions to show his interest in Joan Smalls during an interview, but she kept on insisting that she was taken.
Are you married?
I'm taken.
But are you married?
I'm not married, but I have a man. He's my hubby.
He a hubby?
Yeah.
She lying.
It's funny how A$AP didn't believe her because all he wished for at that moment was for her to say she was single, which could have been flawless. Matt LeBlanc has mastered the skill of charming interviewers and answering questions in the most gorgeous ways, and he was happy to show it off.
brings you out to this movie in particular then, Brad, or?
Just to come see it. I get to see it for free.
Having Matt say he came to see the reporter for free is one of the wonders that ever came out of a celebrity's mouth, as that moment will continue to live rent-free in her head. Dacre Montgomery's intense focus on an interviewer one time wasn't because he was interested in the questions asked, but in the reporter's eyes, which he found attractive to completely get lost in. Harry Styles hit on interviewers in a way that's far from being called shameless because he collects all the details he might need to plan the perfect date, just like he asked this reporter all the essential questions.
Perfect first date.
My perfect first date, because I love milkshakes, would be a milkshake place, an Oreo milkshake.
Oreo. Malt or no malt?
Malt. Ooh.
I feel like that says a lot about a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Harry immediately knew the ideal place to go on the first date with the interviewer.
Have you ever been to Tinseltown?
I have been to
How good is
Tinseltown.
it?
Oh my god, it's
Isn't
so
it?
good.
It's outrageous,
I'm just gonna-
isn't it?
And I had an Oreo milkshake there.
Did you go malt?
I had malt, of
Malt
course.
vanilla is wow. That's big time.
As if that wasn't enough, Harry started asking for more intimate details to get to know the reporter better.
What is your favourite tattoo?
My favourite tattoo is this new one, AM, because Arctic Monkeys are my favourite band of all time.
Okay.
And that's kind of salute to them.
I like the wave.
Thank you.
The wave is nice.
The interviewer loved every moment because Harry was an absolute gentleman with his flirting technique. Speaking about gentlemen, Joseph Quinn is another reassuring celebrity who hits on interviewers with absolute respect and composure.
Stranger Things, yes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're not as nervous as I am, trust me.
Okay, so welcome to this big party, this big event.
He didn't end the interview without complimenting the reporter, which made her feel more at ease and less tense than she initially was.
You look like a fashionable.
So do you.
Thank you very much. Hope you have fun tonight.
Thank you.
And see you in set.
Thank you. See you in there. Yeah. Nice.
However, when it comes to speaking in bold, seducing words, 50 Cent is that celebrity who didn't hold back on how an interviewer made him feel.
That means don't forget me. Come back and see me
I'm not
next
gonna
time.
forget you. You turned me on, and that little mole on your face. Wow, girl, you turned me on. You know I was gonna like you, right? You're sexy and big, juicy red lips. You knew these people. You brought them lips in here knowing what they was gonna do, right?
The reporter didn't mind the direct, steamy words as they blew kisses to establish their cozy and brief relationship. Wildly enough, you won't believe this one time, Rebecca Ferguson's lip smack crushed the soul of a reporter during an interview as the seduction was perfectly on point and would have worked on anyone. And the interviewer was fortunate enough to get that response from Rebecca.
Rebecca Ferguson from Dr. Sleep.
How are you, Rebecca?
I'm really well. Happy now. This is good.
Good. So,
This list would be incomplete without the iconic Aubrey Plaza and the unique way she hit on Elizabeth Olsen at this interview.
But you have long, beautiful hair, and you're perfect. You're perfect, Aubrey. You are. I love you. I love you too.
And you know another celebrity who does it even better? Billie Eilish.
Do it, you're saying? Like go back in time?
Yeah, like relive it. I don't know, like just maybe like do it again or like just sit and see what you did.
You're cute.
This is enough to send anyone to an edge of romantic joy after hearing Billie say that to them. And you know who else made a reporter blush uncontrollably? Timothée Chalamet, as he let it all out in one interview in a way the reporter couldn't help but blush.
I feel like last time I was talking with you was with Army, right?
About pistachios.
Yeah, oh, totally. Oh my God. You know I get so many pistachios because of you. Like, seriously.
It was so intense that David Michaud had to call him into order.
But it's not something you can, like, re-gift. Act normal, man. Act normal. Nobody wants. We're on. Nobody wants.
It's okay.
Pistachios.
It's okay. Yeah.
When it comes to hitting on interviewers or people in general, Jack Harlow faces the task head on without trying too hard in a way that leaves people speechless.
Well, I'll see you in there.
Can't wait. Love you. Bye.
Love ya.
It's also something about his choice of words, which is enough to make anyone listening go crazy.
I was literally buttering buns.
You were buttering buns.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Resume.
And that's how you do it like this?
There was one time he bumped into Saweetie's interview and was more than excited to expel his charm in a way she and the interviewer couldn't resist.
Hey girl, what's up?
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Jack.
I know.
Good to see you. I ain't trying to interrupt. I just want to say how we never met. How you know?
I can see you.
You don't like getting caught off guard?
Saweetie wasn't the only person who completely got smitten or speechless by Jack, as Drusky couldn't believe his ears when Jack decided to hit on him.
What is up with the fouling, and why would you say you're fouling so much out here?
You are so fine, bro.
Interestingly, the unserious Jack wouldn't stop as Drusky continued to blush and found it hard to find the right words.
I'd like to ask about the game, man. You're really persistent. You're a great guy. What are you looking at, man? You're a great guy, man. You're out here. You're working hard. Your team's working hard. What do you have to say about that?
Sorry, I get so nervous when I talk to you, bro. My fault.
With the striking effects he already has on girls and boys, Jack thinks he could do even better if he were another celebrity.
If you're Chris Brown, Jack, what are you doing out there? Are you making a TikTok or are you shooting a 2 from half court?
If I'm Chris Brown, I'm biting my lips, I'm making eye contact with every girl I see, and I'm taking this last shot.
Saying that as if he's not already doing crazier things is insane, as his track record is wild.
Right over here.
Yes, ma'am. It's mutual. I love you.
At this point, he does flirt with interviewers more than he can agree to, as you won't believe this unreal moment where Jack says,
I'm a hotel guy. I like being in the bed.
Jack knows exactly what he's doing, which works every time with the reporters who can't help but be drawn into his charming personality. Jeff Goldblum is a Hollywood master at hitting on interviewers, mainly because he made this reporter feel so safe with him in the first few seconds they met.
If you don't talk to me, I might lose my job.
If what?
If I don't talk to you, I might lose my job, Jeff.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
No.
What's your whole name? Tell me your whole name.
Estefania Vanegas Pessoa.
Say it again.
Estefania Vanegas Pessoa.
Nice to see you. Nice to meet
He
you.
didn't stop there as he kept going in the most astonishing ways.
Do you feel beautiful? You look beautiful.
Really? Coming from you, that's high praise indeed. Thank you very much.
Let's see the fit. Let's see the fit. You're stunning. You are my sleeping beauty.
From there, Jeff paid complete attention to the reporter and started noticing all the interesting details that made up for the fantastic interview session.
You're nice. Look at that. Let me see your nail
Oh,
treatment.
they're like little Venus flytraps.
Just fantastic. May I?
Jeff is a gracious pace setter with how he compliments and makes reporters feel beautiful without going over the top.